Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Hi, it is I, the one, the only Chaos Wolf, or you can just call me Chaos. Either works. I'm a variety streamer. I play MMOs, open worlds, shooters, RPGs. Sorry, my dog decided to do something weird and I didn't even know it was in here. What games you really won't see are kind of like, hold on. Are, racing sports and full fighting games like Soul Calibur or Tekken, stuff like that. That's really what you won't see all that much from me. What we're going to do in today's game is we're going to continue with the story or zone quest. We'll get the Stormhaven zone quest completed, and then if we got time, we will kind of like do two of the main story quests back to back. That way, we're kind of getting the actual story of the game. And then, I don't know, I think maybe the next stream we do, or I do, is going to be taking up side quest. Because I got a lot of them and they are piling up. For those that are new here, crap. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. I thought I did it. Sorry. My bad, y'all. I do wish my computer was closer to my chair. That way you could all watch the fun game. Or it's easier for me to do this. But my bad, guys. But yeah, so we're going to do that. We'll try to get into the main story, the main story, not just the zone story. Which I'm a fan of the zone quest too, because they're very unique. Like, okay, those still got time on that. They all have, each zone has its own individual area or quest. So like the last one, we started out saving a king from being assassinated. We found out it's like Angoth, the Death Singer. We saw some things. He raised a werewolf. He corrupted the plant, kind of like the earth around it and the spirits. And you know, we kind of put him down. This one we're starting off with. Guard was in stables, or not stables, stockades. And that their constable was having really weird nightmares that was causing him to act irregular. And kind of not himself. So, I mean, which has led into us going to Alcroft or Alcare Castle. We found out that, you know, somebody's trying to poison the king's daughter because they do not approve of the marriage between the two parties. They all have very unique stories. And it is kind of interesting to see how it all plays out because it can... Ah, crap. It's fine, we'll destruct that later. It doesn't play a part in the main story, but it's still, like, nice to see because it just gives you that more of a war dump. And gives, like, it does world building really well. And what I like about the world building is there is so much. Even in the, like, 2014, like, content, which is what we're doing now, there is so much world building into it. And it lets you go as deep as you want. If you like Elder Scrolls, right? There isn't much of a upper limit. Nah, we can't do it. Crap. But yeah, there isn't much of an upper limit on the lore you can consume in this. And then on the positive side, you have like 6 or 7 DLCs, which are all standalone from the like release content. And it's just that it makes it that much more funner because it's like, okay, so in this area, this was going on. For those that don't know, ESO content, every DLC is its own standalone game. But wait, there's more. So all the content is going on at the same time. Only until the most recent DLC had that change. Like, so like, it would be like, if you know, like Final Fantasy 14. Like how their story's overarching. Yeah, that is not how ESO runs. It would be like saying A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward is going on the exact same time. Time is at a pause for us right now.
How may I serve?
And the new DLC actually is a continuation of that. So it is just fantastic because it's like you get a continuation of the story now. And, you know, you get to play all this content.
Can I help you?
That you don't need to have played a different one to understand. So, it's just phenomenal. Like, it was well done. But like I said, I am excited to actually slowly, like I said, get into it. And you know, start playing more. Because, like, so I think what I will do is just get through the main stuff. Sorry. And then hit up the DL, like the continuation of the story. So it's just fresh. And then go back and do DLC. I don't know yet. Because like I said, it's all standalone, so... Or what I might do is take out the DLC first, like just go in chronological order.
Labor is its own reward.
And, you know, play it that way. Well, okay, so the only one I'm, like, I say that, but like, we're skipping Imperial City. That one was a PvP DLC, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, there's some PvP dungeons and stuff you could have done, but that main DLC was about the Imperial City and PvP, so, which, I'm not opposed to PvP. I'll do it from time to time. However, I'm more of a PvE player. I'll do dungeons and raids, stuff like that. Like, I will do PvP on occasion, but not a lot.
Even with the alchemist's Camtian.
Oh. What's this piece of mail? Oh. Let me finish my crafting dailies and we'll get right into it. Crafting, getting rid of some stuff in my inventory, and now, like I said, we'll get right into it. We are trying to, well, I won't say we're trying to. We do random dailies of the dungeons for the XP. How I explain leveling in this game is your level 1 through 50 is your free trial to the class. Right, like 1 by 50 you should understand or have a decent idea of how you're gonna, like what your build wants to be, how you're gonna like play it, like what kind of armor sets you kind of are interested in. Like I said, by 50 you should have a decent idea of what you want. If you don't, that's fine. There's these great systems in place that so I'll actually just show you where it is. I can only show you where it is in like the Daggerfall Covenant, but give me 1 second. I'll wave point over there. The one thing I do dislike about ESO, or not really dislike, is I wish they had made a different symbol for. Yeah, so we got all of these side. This is all side quest. We still got to knock out. But wait, what is that? Oh, it's those. Okay. Is I really wish for like DLC and like additional content for the game, they would have put a different marker for quest.
Can't you see I'm busy?
That way if you wanted to, you know, do what I'm doing, which is just, oh, right, here we go. So Nope, that's the Wayward Castle. We're looking for the church. So, if you don't know what your build is, right? Even at level 50, and you still want to play around and figure it out, right? Nothing wrong with that. That's cool. You know, maybe you just haven't figured it out. Maybe you keep going back and forth on
You'll fill the bill nicely.
your build. And that's perfectly a-okay. Once I find the church, I can show you that you can reset it for in-game gold, so you don't have to. Oh, here we go. So here's the church, and you can. So it's over here. This building. Oh, I guess I should just open up map. So we're headed for these shrines. And what it will do is you go talk to... Okay, so you can like completely change up your class and everything you're doing. So like, say you started as a mage, or you put too much points in healing or stamina, you can reset it here. This one lets you redo all your skill points. The more you change things, like you say, like I already did it once, because what I did was I needed to use skill points to level up other skill points or other like classes. So I dumped it in skills I wasn't really interested in. Well, for my in-game build, which is what I'm more or less running now. But yes, come here, you can, like I said, the more you do it, the more it's going to cost. But it's all in-game currency, so... And you'll make you will make enough gold that really isn't a problem. As long as you don't change it like every day. Like I said, it's great because you can switch, or like you can go, actually, you know what, I'm not feeling this like setup, because maybe you're following a guide for some like a class and you're like, you know what, this, like, yeah, it does the big damage, but it doesn't let me, like, it feels very constricted and not fun to play. You know, because some people are like, oh, all about the metas and like all of that. I am more all about just playing how I like. If it's fun to me, then cool. I'm not worried about the bid, like, oh, I have to follow this for meta purposes. Like, no, I'm not about that. I play what's fun to me. So, but you can, and if you like decide, you know what, this isn't fun for me and I want to change it up and theory crafts your own build, then go for it. That is a way you can do it, and there's the methods you can change how you want to play. You can go start off as, oh, you know what, I want to tank. Actually, you know what, tanking's kind of weird in this.
Help! Bandits are burning the fields! Help! The fields! The fields are burning!
And go to like a healer or DPS. You can do that, and it's so great that you can for in-game gold. It doesn't lock you into paying for like, you know, real cash for the book that lets you reset stuff. Who's trying to burn down the place?
Bandits! They look like they're with the Midnight Union, but there's no time to explain. Just please go up the path and talk to Sister Sophia. She'll tell you how you can help.
I'll go talk to her right away. We're not going to talk to her right away. We are instead... Well, I need to do that too, but... we're going to continue, so the Safety's Kingdom, it all plays back into each other. Like, positive note is these actually mark the zone quests, right? So, that's great because you now know that, like, it is the zone quest. So, if you're only wanting to look at the, like, get the zone story out, you can. And it, like, lets you negate having to do side quests. Which is just phenomenal in my opinion. It's like, oh. Because side quests are kind of a dime a dozen, right? Like, it's usually, hey, something happened, go fetch me this. Or go talk to this person to talk to this person. And I really like that they marked the side, or the zone quest differently. That way it's like, okay, I just want to do zone. And when you go talk to somebody, you can tell immediately if it's a zone quest or if it's a side quest. The main story, a lot of it will be out of that cave that the prophet's in now. See, like, there's side quest here. But we are focusing mainly on zone today. Well, I say that, but what's initially going to happen is I need to still do one daily dungeon run, which, why I'm doing this, dungeon run, you can pick out specific ones or you can just do randoms. I do randoms for the XP. It gives a pretty nice XP. Same with if you do like one fight or one... I think you have to win the match though, but the battlegrounds also give out a like one-time daily XP boost if you complete it, which is phenomenal, right? Means you have to grind less, which I don't know about you, but grinding is a pain. So right, we're talking to this person because one of his subordinates is the one they found out trying to poison the Duchess.
You? Did Sir Hughes send you to kill me?
I'm not surprised. Why would I want to kill you?
You're not here to... Oh, merciful Stendar! Lakana!
Sir Hughes is checking on her. She's safe.
No, she's not safe. Hughes is going to kill her. He's crazy. Something about his dreams. If you don't believe me, check his journal. He was writing all about it. First, though, untie me. I have to get back to the castle and warn Lakana.
Hold still. So, this is what I was talking about with even the constable acting crazy. There's a Daedric prince, or entity, that is entering their dreams and causing nightmares. And people are acting upon it. So, ninth of first seed, this is the third week of these nightmares. Visions of Alcare, castle burning, riots led by one of our own, a face so familiar, but I can't see it clearly. I know this will happen if I don't do something. By the gods, am I a prophet now? I must be mad. 23rd, I recognize the face in my dreams. The one who leads all Care Castle to ruins is the Duke's new wife, Lucana. She will eventually betray us. I know this now. I have to stop this nightmare from coming true. I've asked Fahut to deal with the Duchess, but even she seems to have doubts. If she could only see what I've seen. Fahut botched the job and killed the poor food tester. I can't trust her. Too many innocents could get hurt. Only Wakana should die. King Farhaze has sent an army to our gates. My dream is coming true. By the 8th, we have to find a way to stop this. It's all clear to me now. The vision is a sign for me and me alone. I must do this myself. Divine, forgive me, but this is all for all care. So, like I said, they're all having bad dreams due to a Daedra, and it's making them like go insanely like back crap crazy. They're all for some reason thinking that they are like these are prophets, or that these visions are coming true. Like I said, we have a lot of side quests to get through. But yeah, no, the visions are causing people to do some like really out of character judgment calls, which 3 weeks of the same dream of something happening, like, yeah, okay, I can see why, like,
What is it?
Why would someone do this? Where were the Knights of the Flame? Why weren't they protecting my wife? There must be something, anything, that will explain.
this body is still warm to the touch. The blade in its back bears the signal of the Knights of the Flame. The weapon obviously belongs to Sir Hughes. I thought we saved her up.
She cannot be dead. This cannot be real. Lakana. You spoke with her, didn't you? What do you know of this? Tell me.
Sir Hughes is responsible for this.
Sir Hughes? Was he mad? He was supposed to protect her. How will I explain this to Lakana's father? To her sister? Lakana would never hurt anyone. She was innocent. My beloved wife. I don't understand. Sir Hughes served me for so many years. Loyally. Faithfully. Why would he murder my wife?
His dream suggested Wakana would destroy Alcair's castle.
Dreams? That maniac murdered my wife on the basis of a dream? He will die for this. You must help me find him. He's probably gone to Firebrand Keep. Please.
Yeah, okay, sorry for the break. We'll get right back into it. First, we do the dungeon, which we don't need quests, so we're good to go. So this is kind of my setup. Surge, what it does is it gives me attack bonus, plus it lets me heal for every crit I do, or based on that crit, and it lets me heal. We actually got it upgraded not too long ago, so I almost don't need a healer, but I still do. So we pop Surge. Here's a debuff that lowers its magic. Wow, these guys are killing things fast. But like I said, Surge gives me an attack boost, and then it lets me heal off of crit, which for those that don't know a Sorc build or a Sorc class, Crystal Fragmentations is like the... So it has pets and it has, like I said, the Crystal Fragmentations that just hit Phil an insane amount of damage. Like that. That's with the crit, don't get me wrong, but 15k. So it's a pretty good like single target attack. So how my class set up is we pop this so we don't need healing, we find the enemy, we debuff him, and then we just go to work, right? I mean, these guys are all, yeah, I was about to say, there's a CP in here.
This is the
One or
Daggerfall
two.
flame I read about in Windhelm.
30.
Legend has it I can contact my ancestors if I light it.
Yeah, so our CP is
know
just
what
dominating
happened
the fights. Which CP is champion points, and it is a unique way to do something, right? And that something is, so you know how I was saying level 1 through 50 is your, basically your tutorial or your free trial on your class? Well, CP is like your investment, right? It's like, okay, I know what I want to do with this class. I want to, like, I'm a healer, I'm a tank, or I am a DPS, right? CP, what it does is it lets you min-max your class's proficiency. And I'll get more into that when I'm not in a dungeon. But basically, like, just really quickly, right? It only works, but it's like this one. Gives me 320% more chance to do crit, which, you know, makes sense because that's kind of the build I'm going for. From what I know, you can also get like more magicka, more health, stamina. Like, it is kind of like you building your character. You're advancing it at this point. Like, you're like, okay, cool. I have my basic build. Now let me improve on it. Like, it has things for like, oh, your, you know, crit does more damage. Your crits do more healing. You can take less damage from single targets or AoE targets skills, right? Like, it lets you more or less pick out how you're going to play the game and let you run with it. Like, there is some limitations, but like, depending on your build, and you just pick what's good for your build. Like I said, it's there to like advance your class to the next step. Hello, Kai. How are you? Yes, Kai. How are you today, bud? What have you gotten up to so far?
Not have lit the flame. Her mistress will be.
I am myself again.
But yeah, the CP is great, like I said.
98.
I'm
finally free.
And,
But the throne of Ice Reach still lives.
Kai, no. I actually was wondering if you went to bed yet. it lets you, like I said, min-match your class and your, like, specifics. So, Kai, listen to me. I say hello. What did you get up today, though, man? Because I'm assuming you're gonna go to bed relatively soon-ish. Helldivers, or did you go back to Trails of Coldstone? And we're about done with this dungeon. Nice. So we got Surge right, we got our debuff. And then, because, just in case. So now I can just hit harder. I really want to see like 20k worth of damage here, but I haven't gotten there yet. Zombies now Helldiver. Nice. The zombie game was fun, but
Your frozen souls will haunt this place.
it's not really my cup of tea, good sir. I feel like I just would have issues with it. Also, I don't play PC all that much anymore. Oh, 21. Anybody else see that? 21k. I just whoop whoop. 21,000 damage with one hit.
Skyrim up here.
Told you, crystal fragmentations go hard. They go burnt really much. It's slow and punishing. Yeah, that's what I've seen. But yeah, so like, let's go back to the champion thing, right? Just really quickly. So increases healing received by 1% per stage. Okay, not really a thing for DPS. This is good for PvP. And then like this just helps me off in like the normal PvE stuff. So reduces damage more by, you know, 10%. Magic. You know, like I said, we gain a crit chance by 320, so it's not a lot, but like, and then we got stuff like this where it increases crit damage and healing done by 4%. So as we up our chances to crit, our crit damage is going to do more. And then like I said, you can even increase it more to like this one's single target, AoE, or dot, and then AoE. Got little things over here on the side, so we increase our match magicka by 1300 damage. And it just like, this is your more healing side, you know, and then you just go through and you and grab what you want. And like I said, it flushes out your character more. I don't know the upper limits to CP. Hello, Grinder. How are you today, bud? How's your day
I
going?
don't understand. Sir Hughes.
Okay, we already did this. We'll find him. Are you having a good day or good night, depending on your time zone, Grinder? Also, have you played the new DLC or have you gotten into ESO much? I asked because I came back from my 8th break. Recently. What do you mean you miss Kaz, Kai? Where's Kaz? Where is the best owl? Has he not shown up since yesterday?
What?
Listen, Kai, he's sleeping, so... You know, now we just need to get him to eat, and we're golden. You're doing good. Nice to see. Love Elder Scrolls. No, you haven't played into the DLC. Yeah, so you're kind of like me, where I played, like, when it first released back in, like, 14, I went ham on it to a crazy amount. And, I mean, I've come back over the years and played a little bit. I actually haven't finished any of the DLC. But, so I played a lot of when it first released. Into the sense that, like, I beat the main story. Like, I know who the prophet is. We defeat Mullet Ball. All that happy stuff. And I don't know if you ever got to this point, but once you beat, like, your alliance quest, or like your alliance side, Cadwell comes back. Spoilers if you didn't know. And it's not much of a spoiler, but he does come back, and what he does is he allows you to go experience the other two alliances quest line. So I did that, right? And silly me, I did it with, like, the intent that it was more of a run than a marathon, and I burn out so hard because I was trying to do, like, map completions on the whole area before I moved on to the next zone, which is not the case here. My big things I want to accomplish on, like, each map are going to be, like, okay, the zone quest, and just because of Sky Shards, like, giving us an extra skill point, those are my kind of primary focuses, but even Sky Shards aren't my big focus now. So, a lot of it is just getting through the zone quest. And then, like, I do come on when I'm not streaming and I'll like work on getting the sky shards, but you know, I try to make it where I'm very minimal about it. That way it's like, okay, like yeah, it's cool, I want to play some, so I'll just run around and go for sky shards, kind of like open up dwells, find all that stuff. What I've dictated is I'm just going to keep like the zone quests and some of the side quests. Which side quests, it's not a big deal, but do that on stream, and then all the other stuff, kind of do that off stream. Because running around looking for like sky shards and the mage's book is not that exciting. In my opinion, it's just not. And like I said, to do that to me is just, it's going to make a super marathon game into like overly ridiculous marathon game. So I'm not worried about map completion anymore. I will tell you, Grinder, if you do come back to the game, there is a lot of quality of life to it. Like, they have added so much over the years. And it's pretty up there. Like, it's solid. I don't know how much of the content you've seen recently, but it's, like I said, it's pretty much a crap ton. You got a lot of DLCs now. They introduced some new skill lines, which is cool. The only thing I would like to see with skill lines is it would be to see them improve on it. And what I'm talking about and referring to in that sense is, so you know how they can go to 50, right? And then you can morph a skill once. What I would like to see for them to improve it, just to like keep combat a little bit more ever growing. And I mean, like I said, they do add new skill lines that have unique abilities. But what I would like to see them do is increase the cap to, I'd say, from 50 to 75, right? And you can make it to where a quest is needed to accomplish this next part, but what it would be is, so it goes from 50 to 75. You have to max out, so get your skill to level 10, do a quest.
You there, in the name of the Knights of the Flame,
or
I
quest,
ask your assistance.
Like, so I'm not speaking for like individual skills, right? Like, that would be just overboard. But it would be like any of the ones that you get to level 50, you go talk to somebody, they send you on a quest, and it expands your knowledge and proficiency with that skill line. And then let you morph your skills for that weapon system or your core class abilities one more time. So like destruction staff, like, okay, you go, you hit everything maxed out, it's at 50. You have to do a quest, and then you go talk to somebody that's going to like increase your proficiency with that weapon through the quest, and it goes to 75. And then what that does is it allows you to, like, I mean, 75 is a cap, but you can now, as you level up your class or your skills, once it hits, like, say, so it would be level 15, right? They would break it apart like they do now, but it'd be the skill would be basically at level 15. You can morph it again, and it doesn't have to be this game-breaking, like, addition to skills, right? It can be something simple as, oh, this gives more benefits,
then I would ask
or like you can increase its damage, or you can make it into something else.
Robbing people blind.
How can I help?
You can steal from the bandits that which they stole from us. The motherless swine somehow got their hands on our tabards, and now they're robbing travelers on the road to Rothgar. Kill as many as you can, but mainly get our tabards back.
Consider it done. All I'm hearing is EXP grind. That's hello, friendo.
You're looking for Sir Hughes, aren't you? Get in line. We've been waiting for him to come and clarify our orders for days. He returned all right, but mumbling incoherently. Know what that means? Just more confusion. I think Hughes has lost it.
You're right. He murdered Duchess Woodcar.
The Duchess is dead? Hughes killed her?
Yeah.
For his sake, I didn't think he was that crazy. I guess that explains why his orders were so confusing. Good thing we didn't march on the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle.
Yeah, no, that...
So I guess if Sir Hughes killed the Duchess then, crazy or not, the Duke is going to want him to answer for that. I guess this means we're going to have to find a new leader.
Where is Sir Hughes now?
He went into the keep. Sir Croix might be protecting him, though. Finding Hughes may be difficult until we clear up all the confusion here. You should talk to Sir Edmund. He's just up the steps.
Goodbye. But yeah, that is something I would like to see done to just improve on the game's combat. Not that it feels bad, right? Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I can say with all certainty, if you play this game a lot, can the combat eventually kind of get stale? Absolutely. I mean, and that can be said with any RPG game. Is a little bit like once you hit max everything, you're, you know, it can get stale. Yes. Does it? I would say no. But I think if they did that, it would help. I don't know what I want because... Oh, I didn't have to pickle. Everything in the magic. But yeah, I just think it would help on keeping combat fresh, clean. And like I said, they don't have to be world-breaking abilities.
If you've come to Firebrand Keep to petition for help from the Knights of the Flame,
they can be as simple as...
Our leader, Sir Hughes, seems to have gone mad. And the Knights are divided over whether or not to follow his
giving crystal fragmentation a knockback. Our leader... Oh, right. Sir Hughes is mad. He killed the Duchess. That jerk.
This is far worse than I thought, and makes our cause all the more critical. Sir Hughes just returned to the keep, acting strangely. He's in there with Sir Croix, who is making preparations to attack the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle.
We have to stop them.
Indeed. Myself and these others were exiled for standing against Sir Croix, but we are too few at present to retake the keep. There are other knights in the keep who are questioning Sir Croix. Could you go in and look for those who would join us?
All rally knights to the cause. But yeah, so you could give like crystal fragmentation a knockback, or for like let's say boundless storm, right? Gives us a defense boost. That gives us movement speed. So a morph of that could be just, hey, the duration of this lasts longer, or and does more damage, or you know, your allies can use a synergy that lets them get the same buff, right? Like you could do something that it's, like I said, not game breaking, but it improves combat just a tiny bit more. And I mean, like I said, I do understand that, you know, DLCs do come with their own skill lines, which also kind of does what I'm talking about. Like there's some that do something better than current ones. Or they just make the combat feel a little bit better. So I'm not saying they haven't worked on it, and I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying it's something that like they could do to improve it is all, because it's a fun game. Like I love it. I mean, I don't keep coming back because it's a bad game. That would make no sense, but
I'm a Knight of the Flame. We're sworn to protect Alcair.
the plan to attack the Red Guards is wrong. Help Sir Edmund, and I will retake the keep.
You would have me disobey direct orders and turn against Sir Croix? You sound like that coward, Sir Edmund.
Edmund.
You are an enemy to the Order, and I will see you slain.
No,
Loyalty
don't do
will
this.
prevail.
We can be friends. We can't be friends anymore.
Preparing the entire order to go to war isn't easy. This is going to take some time.
Okay, it's the same dialogue.
Right. This doesn't make any sense at all. My duty.
I'm not going to keep reading the same dialogue for each fight. Oh, it dates both of them. Cool, cool. I will say though, the one thing that I do wish ESO would do, which I'm really surprised that they have not done it, is, for the love of all, please give us crossplay. Like, I'm really weirded out that an MMO doesn't have it to begin with. Like yeah, you could play it on, you know, like PC, Xbox, whatever. And I get that, right?
This is not a good time for the night. You're right.
But like, you're dividing your fan base up, right? Like, what's... Okay, yes, I can see the devil's advocate. And if they do something like that, the market will crash. And that's... Well, I don't know if it would crash, because it seems like a lot of items...
If Alcair falls, what's... You would have... Loyalty will prevail.
Are going for a reasonable amount. Now, back when I first played ESO, God, things were expensive.
If Sir Hughes really wants... You're right. This doesn't...
But I don't see like the combining of PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. The community, not community, the player base. I don't see them combining it into just a massive server to be an issue. Which, okay, maybe, right? Like, I don't know what it would all take to house every player base, right? Like, it might just be so overly large that that's kind of why they don't do it, is it's easier for them to manage. the servers that way. Right, like, I'm not an expert, I don't know. But it's what I can kind of see being the only reason that they don't merge it. Is because there's just a lot of people, so that might be hard on their servers, right? That's fair. But with that said, I would really love cross-platform. That way I can play with friends that have it on PlayStation or PC.
An undead werewolf took over Cameron.
And
an undead...
a lot of reasons I'm saying this too is because I'm starting to see more and more of the like MMOs start getting into it. Well, not even MMOs, like Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox, so we can play with them. Final Fantasy 14, which I'm gonna go ahead and say the player base there is huger than ESO's. Right, like I might be putting my foot in my mouth here, but I want to say that 14's player base is a lot bigger than ESO's. But yet they still actually, yeah, but they still, you know, brought us over. I will add in the fact that and it just dawned on me, 14 does have multiple servers, but they don't just have one massive one. So it might, like I said, it might be a server problem, right? I don't know. But I would really like to see it. What is all of your opinions on it?
Fellow knights would come to
Like,
see the
do you think that would be a good thing or a bad thing? Because I just see positive, like,
I think
yeah.
we have enough knights now to retake the keep. I've sent them to take up strategic positions.
Are we ready to attack? I'll finish my thought here in a second.
Indeed. Taking up arms against our fellow knights is something I know none of us wishes to do. But Sir Croix has forced this upon us. I've told the knights positioned around the castle to attack on our signal. There's a siege horn mounted atop Firebrand Keep's main hall. If you are willing, I would ask you to go there and blow the horn. That will signal everyone to attack.
It will be done, my friendo. But yes, what is everybody's opinion on this? Like, do you think it would be a positive thing? Or do you think, kind of what I hit on, where you have to calculate the server base with the player base, right? Like, and then it might affect guild like pricing, which that could be another thing too. Is why, and I feel like that would be such an easy fix, is because you know, there's only a certain allotment of traders that guilds can buy so they can sell items, right? So it might increase the price of items again, or it might make that
what is it?
It might increase the, you know, price of items, or it might increase like I don't know, but I see it in two ways, right? Like, yes, okay, it might make the server too big, so like maybe cut it up into like East Coast, West Coast servers for, like, say, North America. Like, you'll divide it up differently, right? And I have an answer for this. Which would be kind of like how 14 does it, where you can, like, your homing would be, like, say, if they did it right. So I'm on the west side. I'm on North America west side. Let's say I got some friends that are on the east side, right? Let us transfer, but our home, like, server be North America west, right? And then if we want to transfer over to the other servers, don't, like, make it a like, oh, you gotta pay for this service to transfer. Make it free, but, like, make it to where it's like, okay, because, you know, not every day you're gonna be able to play with your friends, right? Like, and I would say, and you could, like, do a thing where it's like a server transfer, right? Like, okay, you buy it, you can transfer your character if there is space, right? Like, if there isn't space, there's a queue or there's a line, and, you know, you have to deal it that way. Give me 1 sec, we'll continue dialogue and I'll get back to this.
We caught them by surprise, and I think we have the upper hand. I've been wounded, though. I don't think I'd be of any more use in the battle.
You've done enough already.
I've done what I could, but I failed to find Sir Croy. Now I fear he would best me quite easily. I need you to do this. I believe the other knights will stand down if we can defeat Sir Croy. Will you face him for me?
Where do I find him?
He's in the eastern garrison. Kill him. Put an end to this. There's another siege horn on top of the garrison. When Croy is killed, blow that horn. The knights will pause, and I'll use that moment to call for an end to the fighting.
Will be done, my friendo. Well, yeah, so, you know, like I said, make it a free transfer, and it's only temporary. Like, let's say you log out, you go back to your home server, and you can put limitations on it, like, if you find a guild you like or friends want to invite you to a guild, right? That's cool. But you can only join that guild if you do a permanent server transfer over to, like I said, I'm just going to use North America, East and West, right? So you can't join a guild, say you're from the West, you can't join a guild on the East without being permanently in that, like, North America East server. Right. And again, you know, if there isn't room for it, then sorry. Right? Like, I haven't got all the answers or for this, like, I don't know how it'll all be done, so I'm just throwing out, like, ideas, right, to, like, kind of make it happen. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know everything. I actually know nothing about what I'm talking about. It's just an idea. Like, how realistic is this idea? No idea. Could it be something they could easily do? Again, no idea. And I'm not, and I don't want to come across as, oh, I can do this better than the developers. I can't, and I will openly admit to saying I appreciate what they do, and you know, they do a good job. Like I said, I'm just trying not to come across as, oh, I can do this better than the developer. I know nothing about anything on games. I just play the game, and I enjoy them. But I feel like, though, it would not be... Sorry about that. Overly hard thing for them to do. And I think that that would be a pretty well, like, rounded idea. Like, in my opinion. And if they did do that, I think what it would do for the game is just bring in, or bring back more of its player base. Hold on one sec. Because, right, like...
At last. The outsider who rallies my knights to rebellion. I'm going to enjoy this.
You know, like, oh, I got some friends that play on PC and PS5, right? However, I do not want to have to restart my progression. And at this point, like, yeah, we can say, well, you're not that far into the story. Like, no, you're right, I'm not. But I don't want to have to go through and kind of redo everything. So redo my researching, re-go through. Because one of the great things of this is they have collections now. And they have transmutation. So what that does... set items, right? So as you get set items, right? For those that don't know, you get them by picking them up, right? I got a lot of point spots, right? However, I go to a transmutation circle or a spear, and the cost is for the transmutation, right? I can take any one of these and rebuild them, remake them, right? So I don't have to do that again. I don't want to do it again because there are some sets or weapons that Medusa, right? Like, finally got the staffs for Medusa. Well, I won't say finally. It took me so many runs to get them. And they're great for, you guessed it, crit chance. It's all crit chance. If I went to a new server and restarted, I would have to sit there and grind that dungeon out over and over again until these fall. They don't have a high chance of falling to begin with. It takes quite some time. So, like, I don't want to do it, right? Like, it's one of the biggest turnoffs to me for playing it, like switching out PC versus PlayStation, is I already have a lot of these done, and I really prefer not to go back and redo it. So, I feel like it would be a great, like, thing. So, and if they can't do the, like, cross-platform, right? My last and final, like, recommendation would be, let us do server transfer, not server transfers, data transfers. right? Like, okay, you can't, like, you guys aren't willing to, or you can't, I don't know how to put that, but, you know, you're saying no to cross-platform. Okay, fine. Then let us do data transfers. Right? Like, that is an option that I'm okay with too. Like, oh, all your friends are on a PlayStation or PC, Xbox, whatever have you, and you're playing on one of the two others. Cool. You can do a data transfer. Again, if there is room. But I think that would be an optional thing too. Like I said, just food for thought. Like, recommendations, things I could see. Excuse me. You know, ways to improve the game, right? That way, if you do got friends on, you know, any of the other consoles or PC, you can still play with them. And I think that would be a well loved on.
I grieve for Sir Croix and all those who died fighting for him, but there was no other way to save the Knights of the Flame. Thank you for doing what I could not.
So the battle is over?
Indeed. With Sir Croix slain, I am assuming command of Firebrand Keep for now. Needless to say, preparations to march to Alcaire Castle have been called off.
Yippee!
Killing my fellow knights to restore order was hard enough.
Also, sippy.
This matter with Sir Hughes is unthinkable. He's down in the infirmary. I'm told he was raving about killing the Duchess before he fell unconscious. I don't know what to do.
I'll handle it. The dude sent me here to find him.
Then I suppose you must. Whatever crimes he may be guilty of, you should know that Sir Hughes was always an honorable knight. I simply must believe that his recent actions are caused by some form of insanity.
I'll take that into account. Where is the infirmary?
The infirmary is below the Great Hall. Speak to the healer there, Odette. Get her assessment of his condition. Again, I would plead with you, if his actions are truly driven by madness, show mercy.
I'll do what needs to be done. We'll try to save him, right? Like, he definitely needs to be punished, maybe stripped from the knights. And cast out, exiled from... Sorry. Excuse me. You know, cast out from the area. But I do not believe he should be put to death. Because you have a Daedra invading people's minds.
Such pain.
And causing them to hallucinate and see things. So in their minds, they're just trying to protect, you know, it.
If you are wounded, you may take a bed in the corner. I will tend to you as soon as I can.
I'm here to see Sir Hughes.
I'm sorry to say that Sir Hughes is in no condition to talk. I tried to help him, but this is simply beyond my ability to treat. It seems to be some type of curse. He came in mumbling to himself, and soon he was just gone.
May I at least examine him then?
I do not think you could cause his condition to be any worse, so you are welcome to do what you like. I warn you, though, curses like this are very unpredictable. If you start to feel dizzy, I would suggest stepping away.
Goodbye. Alright, Sir Hughes, let's see what's going inside that mind of yours. Alright. So, we can't interact with anything. It's probably the dreams he's been...
The Duke should not have wed King Farajad's daughter.
The Duke's marriage was a mistake. He's put us all at risk.
King Farajad is planning to invade Algair. Duchess Lakana is a spy.
Lakana has everyone fooled. She and her father are plotting against us.
See, this is why I'm saying we shouldn't kill him, because... Like, is he in control of himself? Not really. He's being influenced by a Daedra. Unknowingly, too.
Whatever it takes.
And I mean, like, by that sense, no, I don't think we should kill him. Like, if he knowingly made a pact with the Daedra, okay, yeah. But being unknowingly that he's being influenced by one, I do not think we should. I'm saying we fight for him to...
I know what you are planning.
What are you doing here?
Save him.
Leave my room at once.
Even if it means, like I said, we strip away his knighthood and kick him out of the
Alcair and Redguard hands?
Alcair area.
You've gone mad.
I'm sorry. But this is the only way.
No, please.
What have I done?
Hello, Sir Hughes.
Killed her. She deserved it, didn't she?
Not really, man.
I think I know. Is this real?
This is a dream, bud.
No. It's a never-ending nightmare, whether I sleep or not. I killed Duchess Lakana. The omen whispered in my mind, poisoning my thoughts. Now it tortures me, forcing me to watch the murder again and again.
Who or what is the omen?
The omen of fear. Always with me, always whispering, telling me about the Red Guards, about Lakana. I believed it, but it was lying. I murdered an innocent woman and betrayed the Duke. Now it's hiding, but it's not gone.
How can we stop
We
it?
have to kill it. You have to kill it. My sword. In the dream, I left it in the throne room. The omen is drawn to it. Find the sword and find the omen.
Too easy, bud. Alright. Like I said, I go back to the story on the zones are great.
I can see your fear.
You can see me about to slap you with a lot of damage. Just a casual 17k, by the way. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. What I like about dark conversions, is I don't use a lot of stamina, so I can just sit here and do this and spam it. And weave my attacks in and out. And then if my magic gets too low, I can just spam conversions. Get, I want to say, yeah, so 4,400 back instantly. The almost 3k over 20 seconds isn't the worst, right? But that, like, 4,400 instantly. So I can spam it a lot. And the fact that it only costs a whopping, like, 3,000 stamina. So as long as I'm not running and, like, dodging AoEs, I can spam it pretty quickly. Or as much as I need to. And then I still got my heavy attacks to restore magic as well. Sir Hughes.
You killed the Omen. May the Eight bless you. My mind is free, but my sins remain.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right, but not absolved. I ordered the Knights of the Flame to rebellion. I murdered the Duchess. I betrayed the Duke. These stains on my honor cannot be washed away.
Let's leave this nightmare. Yippee! I need a BRB for one quick sec. Be back soon. Alright, I am back. Why, hello, Duke.
Sir Edmund sent for me, and I came as soon as I could. Sir Hughes does not plead for clemency, yet he says his mind was not his own.
He was under the influence of the Daedra, but it is dead now.
As strong as my anger may be, I sense truth in your words, and some change in Sir Hughes's character. But he murdered my wife, and for that I can find no forgiveness.
Then you will have him executed, Your Grace?
He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate.
I already said it. My opinion on this matter is we're gonna let him live. Like, if he was in the right mind, or if he knowingly knew that he made a pact with the Daedra and was being influenced, okay, yeah, that we would put him to death. But the fact that, like, he kind of didn't, well, he did, but he didn't, right? Like, so, because he knew it was a Daedra, but he still, like, he thought the Daedra was telling him truth. I'm gonna say we're gonna let him live.
Very well. Thank you for your counsel.
Rise, old friend. You will not die this day.
Then my punishment is living in disgrace.
Again, I still say we kick him out of the knighthood, but
I cannot allow one who committed so grievous a crime to ever serve me again.
Yep. That's fair.
Sir Hughes may live, but he will never stand in my court again. I hereby strip him of his knighthood. I exile him from Alcaire. He may never return, upon penalty of death. He faces a kinder fate than the one that befell my wife.
No, that is fair. Like, that is kind of what I was talking about doing. I mean, I can't argue with that result, because it was the same thing I was saying we should do or have done. Ooh, destruction staff almost 50. We get a really cool, excuse me, AoE alt from destruction staffs. abilities. Ooh, storm calling, yay. A little bit more of a buff, a little bit, not too much. What I don't know is what I want to do for alts. And what I'm talking about is, yeah, the Storm Atronach is great. Wait, what is this one? Oh. So I need to get my light up more. Yep. You know, we gained 2 skill points and we immediately lost them. Increase healing received by 1% for every 2. Not too worried about healing. Nah, I'm not too worried about it. But we're gonna kind of start working on getting our crafting more fleshed out eventually. There's still some combat skills I want to take, but so I'm not too worried about crafting right now. Also, I have other characters that if I really did, I can hop on them and craft, which goes into, so once I hit 50, I am definitely going to get on my other crafter, or get on my other character, which is a crafter, and make me some nice weapon sets. Ow. Up. And that's a benefit to having alts in this game, is you can do that. Like, say you started, like, so what I did initially was I started off as a Templar and kind of leveled up my crafting. Hold on. But as I beat the game as a Templar, and what I was doing for that was, my goal was build a hybrid Templar, right? So basically a paladin. So can do the healing, can do tanking and DPS. That was the goal. And it worked great for the PvE stuff I was doing. Up until like vet dungeons and trials. And then it became very obvious that I need to actually just dedicate myself to one role. And I was kind of limiting like the class on like what it should actually be able to do, because I was doing, like I said, all 3. But that kind of goes back into what I was saying earlier about you can use, like, set your class skills, or your skills in general, and redo your whole class. So you started off as like a DPS, you're like, not for me. Went to a tank, like, or a healer. That's basically what I did with my Templar. And then, because I did that, I went healing for my Templar. But because I did that, I was like, okay, well, I do want to try the other classes. So I have like a Dragon Knight pretty leveled up. And, you know, as DLC came out, I tried other classes. Like, Arcanist is so much fun. But, for this playthrough, I decided to go with Sorc because I like lightning. It's such a cool effect. Also, I'm a big nerd, and it reminds me of Force Lightning from Star Wars, so I was like, absolutely. So, I went with a Sorc. No, my inventory. Sorry, I was right here and I was like, I might as well do the side quest right now. Like, I don't see the point of coming back to the area to get it done if we're already here. So, we'll continue on with Zone Quest here in a second. And then, like I said, once we complete the zone quest for this area, we'll knock out a handful of the main story quest, like the actual main story quest. That way,
you're alive.
We're not just speeding through that. Like, we can see progression. I received your Talborns.
Thank you. At least now travelers won't be fooled into thinking they can trust these ruffians. After we get healed up, we'll make another push to drive the bandits from this region altogether.
Yippee! I really want to see what the morph for conversions is. See how it works. That's the last skill I'm interested in getting. Ah, crap. Well, that and AoE for destruction staff. And then I want to say, like, besides some passives, we're basically done with our build until we find something else. Oh yeah, dark conversions. I think I already morphed it, but we'll see. So we knocked out this side. We're at 10 out of 24, so we've been actually staying on track, or I've been staying on track pretty well today. We'll hit up this one. I say that, but we're going to come down here really fast. I don't remember if this is exactly how they go. I shouldn't have came down here.
Halt! Go no further till you've spoken with me.
We grab the mages, we open that 12. Cool, cool. Oh, I saw Sky Shard. Give me a sec. That's stone. something, I was doing good. And listen, I say that there's a 50-50 chance I'll get distracted by side stuff. I have never lied about that 50-50. Mainly because I know I will eventually. Like, it's kind of like a canon event. Is somehow, some way, I will find a way to get distracted by it. But, like, I've actually done pretty well on not getting distracted by stuff so far. Like, I've been pretty on point with what I've been going for today, so I would really like to grab this so we can bounce out. Yippee! Skill points aren't really an issue if you go after, like, the daily or the... So each dungeon gives you a quest, right? And once you complete that quest, you get a skill point. The zone quests give you a skill point once you complete a certain aspect of them. And then you get a skill point by leveling up. So you're going to have a lot of skill points, so at first, yeah, it might seem rough, but ultimately...
Yes, you.
Hold on.
You have been to Cold Harbor. I see its mark upon you. You must be able to hear me.
Are you talking to me? Great, I'm talking to Skull Nows.
Like me, you have been defiled by the Lord of Brutality. I've been screaming for so long. You must destroy us, Empty One. I do not want to be his eyes any longer.
Whose eyes?
The Lord of Cold Harbor, Molag Bal. The necromancers plan to place us where they can spy on his enemies. Even now, he looks upon you through me. Gather the cursed skulls. Cast us upon the charnel heap in the tower. End our torment.
I will end your misery and blind Moloch Ball. Yay, we started Curse of Skulls. Great. I'm happy. We can, you know... Let's see what she has.
Traveler, heed my words before you climb.
What's going on here?
You see yon tower-topped hill behind me? It's become a haunt of infernal abominations from beyond Mundus. Demonic spirits sent here for the torment of mortals. Sorry, Priestess of Stendar. We always talk like that.
Can I help?
I hope so. The sorceress undead on the hill have captured some of the locals who strayed too near. I tried to save them, but was driven back by the hideous, heinous power of their benighted... Anyway, I was driven back.
I'll see if I can't rescue them.
Be careful. Be vigilant. Trust in Stendar.
What is this place?
Once. Yon looming...
Okay, no, what? I'm sorry. We're trying to see if this area right here, which I think it might be the area I planned on going to first. Is the next zone quest. Okay, so we have a zone quest recommendation. Let's grab it.
I don't know how much more of this I can bear. Waiting for the general to call us back to the fight against the Iron Hand ogres. It's gnawing right through my nerves.
Can you request to be reassigned?
I don't know if that's wise. All this waiting's giving me too much time to think. I can't get the idea out of my head that I'm not going to make it out of my next battle alive. Bad as it may be, I've been thinking about making an offering to Azura.
You want to ask protection from a Daedra prince.
I know it's not exactly proper, but I've always felt a connection to Azura. My father was a spirit warden. The real problem is that I can't leave my post. I wonder, is there any way you'd take this to Brother Dumont at Pariah Abbey?
Sure, if it will really make you feel better. Alright, so what I'm seeing now is we do need to go to Abbey.
Captain Curran told me of how you helped him in Coglin Village. Well done.
Can I even enter here? No. Okay, so I was right. Maybe this door will check, but I had a feeling I needed to go to the Abbey first. I just wasn't sure. Yep. That shit's out. I think we found a way shrine not too long ago, so yeah, we did. Listen, it's only 300 gold, and that's fine, but it's still 300 gold, okay? I don't want to pay it, especially when there's one right here. Alright, now let's see what this quest line is. And that's what I kind of like about coming back to ESO. Is, so, like I said, I played in 14. Did a lot of things in 15. Took a break until like 18. Played some DLC. Took a break to 21. Then again, same thing. To 23, same thing. And then now I'm back for count on fingers. Now I'm back in as because the new DLC is technically, well, not technically, is a continuation of the initial release game. I wanted to get kind of an update on lore because I don't remember a lot of it, and so I'm very happy I'm going through this before I tackle that. That way it's just like, okay, right, this is what's going on and all of that. Yeah,
these are dark times, my friend. I only pray that Azura can speed the dawn of brighter days to come.
I have an offering to Azura from a sister, from a soldier, Sergeant Orga.
Of course, I would be happy to accept the offering. Strange as it may sound for someone to make an offering to a Daedric prince, there are actually many who do so, hoping for Azura's blessing. I believe she obliges them when she can.
Sister.
I don't understand how this could be happening. We have no feud with the Midnight Union. Why would they suddenly attack the Abbey? It doesn't make any sense.
Amont told me you need help.
Certainly. The bandits set everything on fire. The whole place is going up in smoke, and they're preventing us from putting the fires out. We weren't prepared to fight. If you'll help extinguish the flames, it would be a tremendous favor.
How do I put these fires out?
Take this bucket. If you can get to the well and fill it. I don't know any other way. The larger fire may not be so easy. Just focus on the smaller fires first.
I'll put out whatever fires I can.
I appreciate your assistance, but I would not want you to think of the spirit wardens as helpless. We are a capable lot, but to be attacked out of nowhere like this, and by the Midnight Union, we were just caught off guard.
Who are the Midnight Union?
Smugglers mostly, and gamblers, even petty thieves. But they've never been ruffians before now. They almost killed Brother Roland.
That Brother Roland?
Why attack the Abbey? Why?
We're talking about bandits here? Like, I feel like the why is kind of self-explanatory. It's just bandit behavior. Where... But yes, ESO is great for that, like, and it's what I also love about it, and probably one of the reasons I came back to it is, so I played 14, right? And I got all the way, for those that have played it, I got in all the way to the end of Shadowbringers. I lost the, like, everything I needed to that account, like, lost as in, I don't remember how to log on to my PSN network for the one that actually had it. So, I don't remember that, right? And then, also, I don't remember the, like, login information to recover that data to begin with. No harm, no foul. Cool. So what I tried to do was, because I do have a PC that plays it, well, let me, so I did that for the PS4. Yes, 4. I couldn't do that. Was hoping I could do it with, like, just, okay, I have to play on a PC. Because I really like the story and the trials and all of that. So I had to start from new. Again. Not the worst thing, right? I will say, though, well, why I'm saying it's not the worst thing is because how 14 works is you just have to level the jobs, but you can pick any class, well, most of any classes. There's some that are DLC, or it's like stuff like that that you have to have to use. Okay, cool. Like I said, that is not a big deal. So I was going about it, and I made my way halfway through Heaven's Ward before I was just like, I don't want to do this again. Like, as much as I enjoyed 14, the overall, like, time I would have to sink in to playing 14 again, like to get to where I just was, is kind of not something I wanted to do.
Fires have been extinguished. Thank you for volunteering to help us.
You are most welcome. I put out as many of the small fires as I could.
Thanks for pitching in. I think we've saved enough crops to make it through the winter. But why did this happen? What's it all about?
We're about to find out.
I hesitate to ask you for further assistance, but if you're willing, your help would certainly be appreciated. Our leader, Abbot Duroc, left some time ago and hasn't returned. I fear he may be injured or worse.
Where did he go?
Abbot Duroc and a few others went to the Cave of Dreams on the North Ridge. Duroc wanted to get something to help put out the fires. Brother Hakam went after them with a scroll of return to help get them back sooner. Now I worry about Hakam too.
Do you want me to go look for Hamtu or Duroc?
Both. But look for Brother Hakam first.
Or
With the
Hakam.
scroll of return, you can get Abbot Duroc back here sooner, where I hope he'll be able to put out that big fire.
I will find both and get back as soon as possible. Alright. So, like I was saying, is I did 14. And I made it halfway through Heaven's Ward. And, like I said, it was just too much, like, to go through again. Like, I knew the story. Yeah, they have the option to where you can pay to skip content. But, I'm not about that, right? Like, I had no plans to make an alt because, right, 14, the great thing they do, besides the story, because their stories are pretty good, like, solid, is you can play all classes on one character. There is no need to build an, or make a alt character. Yeah, you can play like the 14 or 15 different combat classes on one character. So, hold on. Oh, he's dead. But okay, we just grabbed the scroll. So, that's a good thing, right? And it, like, you can... So, 14's fights are... Ow. Really good. And the more... You kind of want to experience the more mechanics you can, as much as possible. That way, like, say you do get in extremes or savage fights, you can already, like, you know, because they do use, like, some mechanics from one fight to another, or like the intro, and then they just expand on that mechanic in, like, a savage fight. So you kind of want to get the most experience with, like, the mechanics as you can. But like I said, I went to Heaven's Ward and I just could not get through it again.
No one will harm the abbot. Not while I draw breath.
I've come to help you. I'm afraid Brother Arkham is dead.
And I have more terrible news. Those damned outlaws cast a sleeping spell on Abbot Duroc. I can't wake him. He came down here for this scroll of summoning, said it would stop the biggest fire. I just hope it's worth what it cost.
Would this scroll of return help? I found it on Brother Arkham.
As Europe praise his foresight, this will get us back to the Abbey. Duroc said this scroll of summoning should be read near the largest fire in the field. Please, take it and use it there. I'll meet you at the Abbey when you're done.
Goodbye. Because the thing with 14's story is it's in continuation. Right. To get into Heaven's Ward, you have to play A Realm Reborn, which is very lengthy. To get into Stormblood, you then have to play, you know, A Realm Reborn in Heaven's Ward. All the way up to Stormbringer, which is where I was. Finish that to do the DLC that... The last couple DLCs that released. Like I said, I could not do it. It's a fun game, but to try to get through them all again is, like I said, way more time consuming than I would want to put in. And it's where I'm saying ESO is where I love ESO. Is if it wasn't for like the DLC being a continuation of the story, I probably would have just picked a random one that I haven't done.
Duroc, you were right, my friend. You were right.
And started there. But because it is a continuation of this story that we're on right now, I want to, like I said, revisit it. So I can get the lore kind of more in my brain. So when I go do that DLC, it's like, okay, that made sense. That, right. Hold on. Sorry if that got through. How is the Abbey?
He's still under a sleep spell. But I've learned something. The Midnight Union wanted us to panic. The attack, the fires, they were just a diversion. While we were distracted, they entered the Abbey and stole the Dream Shard.
What is the Dream Shard, bud?
You must awaken Abbot Duroc. He'll know how to get the Dream Shard back. Talk to our healer, Frisweir. He's inside tending to the Abbot.
I'll do what I can.
We can't create more dreamless potions without the Dream Shard. Without those potions, we, and the King, are vulnerable to the supernal dreamers.
What is the Dream Shard?
The Dream Shard is a priceless relic, a literal piece of Azura's realm of moon shadow. With it, we can distill water from the Cave of Dreams into dreamless potions. Without that shard, we can't make any more of them.
Why do you need these dreamless potions?
We use them to protect ourselves from nightmare attacks by our enemies, the supernal dreamers. Since we don't dream, we're not vulnerable to dream magic. We also send them to the king and his counselors. Another reason we're tolerated here.
You mean King Emmerich will be vulnerable now as well?
Exactly. So you see how important it is to recover the Dream Shard.
I need a BRB again. I've drinking too much water. I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned. Alright, let's get in there and try to fetch the Abbey. So, I think there is a sky shard in here or something. No. I thought there was. We head up to the Abbey. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't remember if he's upstairs or downstairs. Ooh, book. No, he's... Oh. Yay. I was about to say Mages Guild. Nice. So the Mages Guild... You know, that's another thing that I'm very happy they added. So the Mages Guild used to be this really long, drawn-out thing. So the only way you used to be able to increase their skill line was finding the books we did. Now there's a little bit more stuff we can do to increase them. And I love the fact that ESO was like, you know, we need to make this easier for the player base because finding the small little lore books, right? Like there's 33 on this one. And 32. That would have probably only netted us like 2 levels, maybe 3. Like, it doesn't give a lot of skill line points or like XP. So it took Mages Guild so long to level up. I mean, don't get me wrong, throwing a meteor on somebody is hilarious. However, the build up to it, it just was such a drag. Alright, let's see if we can't save him.
You're the one who helped save our fields. Listen, I may have discovered the source of Durok's affliction.
Do tell. How can we awaken the abbot?
It won't be easy. The spell enthralling the abbot traps him in sleep and forces him to dream. It's a clever spell, since the spirit wardens can't enter his dream. In fact, we can't dream at all.
Why can't you dream?
We drink dreamless potions nightly. That's why we're immune to dream attacks from our enemies, the supernal dreamers. As of now, you're the only person in Pariah Abbey who can dream. The only one who can save Durok.
So how can I save your abbot?
We have another potion we rarely use. A dream stride potion. It'll put you into a dreaming sleep. Then I can merge your mind with Abbot Durok's. You must find him in his dream, figure out what holds him there, and awaken him.
Sounds too easy. Excuse me. Sippy. Yeah. 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 I put my water bottle too far from me. Alright, where is this potion of ours? Does he have it?
You must drink them.
Okay, but where is it? I don't think we have it. Maybe we do. No, we don't. We don't do those either. I really don't... Where is the potion, my man? Oh, right there. We had it this whole time. Oh, that armor up. I was about to say, that armor looks sick, though. The one that that other player was rocking. Oh, that looks so good.
Ah, Durak. You say we betrayed you, but the Spirit Wardens and the Midnight Union were never allies.
Indeed. We serve two very different mistresses. Our dream is your nightmare. Welcome to the new world, Abbott.
Got the Abbott.
Fear no dreams. Our allies have betrayed us. The Midnight Union are now enemies. And I failed to see it coming.
Abbott, you must wake up.
I can't, my child. These chains bind me to my nightmare. However, it's still my dream. So I know one of the Midnight Union men outside carries the key to my chains. Slay them until you find it. Don't hesitate or fear. They're only dream spirits.
Too easy.
In this dream state, only you and I are real. And I'm only really certain of myself.
Let's see if we get XP from this. That would be cool. I mean, we're kind of over leveled ish. I'm happy that the quest actually scales to your level. Otherwise, this would be kind of rough. I think I missed something. Oh, okay, I did. I was like, I think I missed something. But yeah, that's another thing. Oh wait, I don't think I ever finished that conversation. Let me go back. So, with ESO's stuff, it's standalone. Like, all their DLC is standalone. Up until the new current one, which is a continuation, which, like I said, I actually think I might have covered it, but oh well. So, it's easier to return to something like this, right? Like I said, I could pick any DLC and just go, oh, I haven't beaten it. Let me go play it. Where games like 14, with the story being progressive or continuation, you had to go back through A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, then Shadowbringers to get to the new one, unless you wanted to pay to skip that content, which I wasn't about. This is definitely the easier one on returning to, because it's like, pick a DLC, go.
Good. Once I've removed these chains, we'll awaken. Speak with me again in the waking world.
Hold on. But that's great because, like I said, it's a fun game. So I just need to do this in moderation.
Without you, I'd still be trapped in that dream. Now we must work together to stop this threat to Stormhaven.
Tell me about the threat.
You saw my dream. Clearly, Vermina's cult, the Supernal Dreamers, is behind this betrayal by the Midnight Union. The outlaws of the Union took the Dream Shard, but I fear it's for Vermina's evil purposes. We must recover it.
Too
I
easy.
don't look forward to informing the king about this, but we must let him know as soon as possible. He will not be pleased.
Yes, level. Why will the king be upset?
King Emmerich must be informed that without the Dream Shard, we won't be able to supply him the dreamless potions that protect him from the supernal dreamers. His Majesty might reward the one who brings him word of this.
So, you know, I have an issue with this part. Because, so they know the supernal dreamers can affect people, right? To make them do crazy things. We saw it with the constable in the first town. We saw it with Sir Hughes. Right? If we know it's a threat, I mean, I guess the quantity, like how fast these guys can pump out the dreamless dreams. And if you would want to subjugate your people to not dreaming anymore, just to protect them from nightmare attacks that is random and only certain people are targeted. I say random, but it's kind of like people close to the powers of high being, right? Like Sir Hughes served the Duchess for years, right? So it would be, that one kind of made sense. They're only targeting like kind of like people in high positions. Like the constable was like the mayor of that village. Sir Hughes, I think he was better off like trying to take over the Duchess or the Duke. Sorry, not the Duchess. The Duke itself. But they went after Sir Hughes. So why haven't they given all these potions to like the people around them, right? I'll give the king the news.
Seek out the king in Wayrest and give him the news. He must know as soon as possible.
So if the Midnight Union has the Dream Shard,
then you need to find the Midnight Union. True, but not yet. The entire purpose of the attack on the Abbey was to acquire the Dream Shard. And its purpose is as a defense against the supernal dreamers.
So you think the supernal dreamers were behind the Midnight Union's attack?
I do, which means those cultists are planning something. Something big. King Emmerich must be warned. That is the highest priority.
Fair, fair. Everything in the magic. Everything. Let's look at that, because we've done a lot of quests, right? And what I'm not seeing, okay, so we did Morph it already. Okay, I thought we did, but I wasn't 100% positive. That would be helpful, right? Like, unholy knowledge would be super helpful. If we didn't have the vast majority of my skill line being my core class abilities. So, with that said, it's not this. It's kind of useful. We just have to get better at blocking. I'm going to say no. We will do one for enchantment. That way we get a little bit more XP and a little bit more gold.
They say the Hagfen is safe for travel these days, but I still hate nasty smells.
The only other skill we kind of need to max out to morph is our armor. Yeah, which would be this, which all it does is, I want to say, helps mitigation. I should actually start like collecting souls again. Let's see what, I want to check this before I spend time doing it. Protect yourself with the power of Oblivion. Creates a suit of Daedric Mel that increases your block mitigation by 33% for 3 seconds. It's not bad because it's not a buff that'll... We'll have to morph it and see what it does, right? Like... for sure, because that by itself is not a good skill in my book. Like for a tank, absolutely it makes sense. I understand that 100%. I went into the wrong area, crap. Ow. So one of the other things you'll see is I have Crystal Frag still on this back bar, which in all intents and purposes is my buff bar. Because Crystal Frag is the one that hits the most, as it almost hit for 20k there. No.
Goblins must pay.
Because crit or surge with Crystal Frags does heal me the most, because it crits a lot. That's why it's there, is that combo is if I need quick healing and I'm out of potions or they're on cooldown, I can recover. But
you do well to keep quiet.
Yeah, we're kind of done with class building. Besides for that, like, I don't see much more that we need to do.
You want to make some gold, Walker?
So we'll slowly build up our crafting skills now. Let me get rid of a lot of items.
The forge keeps
if
me
I
busy.
can. We have so much junk. But I'm really happy with the progression we've made so far. Like I said, I got sidetracked for all of like 5 minutes to grab a couple things, so when I want to go back off stream, I can. Which is, because we're at what, 13 out of 24, so we basically have done like the vast majority of these quests today. Like I said, it's just a few items I'm getting rid of. Just a few. I went from maxed out 165 to like half of that in mere seconds. It's insane to me how fast inventory piles up. Which once I can get more research undone or like completed, we can actually start destroying more and more over time. Where is the Mages Guild? Again. Oh yeah, it's over here. That's right, that's right. I wanted the Mages Guild because there should be a crafting table or an enchantment table in here. Okay. Maybe not. I know there's one over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. We'll worry about this stuff later. Like when I got my actual armor set on, we'll customize my look a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Book. Nice. Alchemy's up a little bit. I'm not really focusing on too much of upgrading weapons and stuff like that with enchantments, because for me, we're gonna get our enchantment all the way up before I really start worrying about it. And once you do that, your enchantments can do a crap ton more. Like, yes, starting off it's cool. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I already know like what I want, so I'll just wait and deconstruct them. That way when I am ready to like start enchanting them, and I mean we'll enchant every piece of gear we can, but right now it's kind of, like I said, I'd rather just deconstruct all of the enchantments we get, and then that way when we do go to enchant everything, I have all the supplies I already need. Oh, King Amaric.
Ah, you've come from Pariah Abbey, haven't you? Don't worry about giving me the bad news. I'm already expecting the worst.
Oh, good. So you already know we don't have the potions for you anymore. Cool, cool, cool. The Dream Shard has been stolen by the Midnight Union, by the way.
Really? I heard rumors of chaos at the Abbey, but I had hoped they weren't true. The Midnight Union's never really been a problem. I mean, sure, they engage in a little smuggling and gambling, but this, it just doesn't make sense.
I just want to point out he's saying they've never really been a problem, just engaged in a tiny bit of smuggling and gambling. Like, man, I think you overlooked some stuff. Just a tad bit. What do you think we should do?
Well, we need to go straight to the source. The Midnight Union does nothing without the approval of Count Hosni at Tura. I can't imagine him being behind this, but one never knows.
Oh gosh, dang it.
Hosni has a walled estate on the shore.
I'll be back. Too much water. I need to stop drinking. I have returned. Sorry, y'all. I was anticipating having to be out in the sun yesterday. Hold on. We'll finish this and then I'll get into that. How do I get in?
Strangely enough, the man has apparently chosen this same time to have a betrothal celebration, and I happen to have an invitation I won't be using. Go in my stead and talk to Hosny. Find out if he knows anything about the Dream Shard.
Too easy. Alright. So I was anticipating yesterday, and I'm kind of anticipating today, that I'll have to go out and work. I'll be out in the sun a lot today and yesterday. So basically what I was doing was chugging a lot of water today and this morning. Which isn't always the best idea. I'm not gonna lie. Because it is rough right now. Alright, so we go back to that area I thought we had to go to before the Abbey was actually now. What are you?
Hate to ask, but I could use some help. We got a problem on Solstice. A worm cult kind of problem. And you sure look like a problem solver to me.
I almost want to say that is DLC. I think that might be the intro into new current DLC actually. But yeah, we're going back to this area. So hopefully we can get like up to 16 out of the 24 today, and then next stream finish off this area, and then like I said, we'll go back and go meet up with the prophet and do some actual like main story
Count
quests.
Hosny is in residence, but no one gets into the party without an invitation.
But we have an invitation.
Let me see. Ah, this is a platinum level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days.
What do you mean by that? Also, Kai, let me guess, it's people telling you to go to bed?
I don't mean anything by it. It's just, the Count is different since he met that woman. But I don't ask questions. I suggest you don't either.
Where can I find the Count?
He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths? What kind of party are we throwing here? I'm not surprised. You know, weren't you just saying you were missing Kaz, too? You know, Kai, it's funny because we talked to Kaz yesterday about, you know, not eating a meal. And, like, he's, like, being goofy about it. But, you know, that same worry we have for him not eating, other people have for you sleeping. I'm just saying, man. Like, now you see it. Like, Kaz doesn't want to eat. I mean, you do you, man. You do whatever you feel need is necessarily. Book. I mean, I get it though, like, you have that, it's basically the one rule that is a hard rule and people can't follow it. Which, again, I do understand where they're coming from, like, they care and they don't want to see your health go bad, but when you've made it crystal clear that, like, you know your limits, don't worry, and people still break that rule, I could see where you're just like, okay, I'm done with it. Why did you, he tell you to go to bed too?
I've never known fear like this.
Yes, we're after him.
Well,
Friendo.
An unfamiliar face. I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here?
We haven't met, but from what I can hear, you could use someone like me at your side.
Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly. Take care of it for me, and you're in.
Yippee! What is this, the Mafia?
Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out.
Okay.
That's where it might get ugly.
You know, I said Mafia, but this is kind of a Mafia, like, this dialogue feels like a Mafia dialogue. What do you need me to do?
I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask.
Where's your father?
I put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much.
I'll ask him for the ring.
See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely.
This is unusual. This is an unusual betrothed party.
My betrothed is an unusual woman. She challenges me, drives me to excel. She guides and strengthens me. And I find I've acquired her stimulating taste for bloodshed. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
That's concerning, bud. Let's go meet his father. See if we can't get a ring for this guy. This way. I'm surprised he actually isn't. Now where do we need to go? Where is the ring? Where, oh where? Am I missing the marker for this quest? Okay, we do it the hard way. Quest. The signet ring. No, he was inside. I was like, I don't remember. I don't see why he would be outside of this facility. He just said he had him locked away somewhere. So, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, maybe we're on the wrong quest here. We were. Hey, his father.
Did my son send you?
How did you
Or
know?
are you just one of his feckless doomed guests?
He sent me for the signet ring.
Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with?
So somebody stole a relic called the Dream Shard. I intend to get it from him.
So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed, but not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sorali.
Threaten your wife, can't you protect her?
Hosni has separated us. He's put Sorali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. And tell her about the Dream Shard. She and Hosni were quite close. If anyone would know where he'd keep such a relic, it's Sorali.
Where is the summer house exactly?
Turn right outside my door and go to the west gate. Then just follow the path along the bluff to the summer house.
How do I know you're telling me the truth?
You'll just have to trust your instincts. I think you know the difference between an honest man and one who's gone mad. You want the dream.
Man, this dude is definitely, like, giving off mafia vibes. Locks his dad away. Takes his wife, all for one item. Well, okay, so not much, but the whole do me this favor and I'll do you one. And it being about family. So it definitely feels like kind of a mafia moment. Hey, friendo. Didn't know you were going to be up here so late. Yay, we finished researching something. Hello.
Keep out, you supernal brutes. Remember what happened the last time you tried to sneak in? I may be old, but my stiletto is still sharp.
I love that. Your husband sent me to help you.
Thank the Eight. I've been so worried since Hosni separated us. And now those supernal dreamers outside are threatening me. Though it could be that Hosni just sent them to intimidate me.
You think Hosni is connected to the supernal dreamers?
I do. And I think that so-called Lady Edema is to blame. I'm certain she's why he's threatening Rihad and me. And I'd wager she's putting him up to even worse.
Evidence suggests they stole the Dream Shard from the Abbey.
He did that? Then he's taken High Rock's main defense against Vermina's cultists. Oh, Edema's behind it all right. If only we could prove it.
What good would that do?
If Hosni stole the Dream Shard, he did it for Edema. And if so, he'll never give it to you. And you are here to recover the Dream Shard, aren't you? If you help me clear Hosni's name, I'll help you get it.
Too
I
easy.
need evidence that Edema is controlling Hosni. Proof that her Daedric influence brought the supernal dreamers here. I have a plan.
What kind of evidence are you looking for?
There must be some form of communication between her and the Supernals. If you can find, say, letters from the cult to Edema, I could use them to clear Hosni's name when this is all over. I suggest searching their camp on the beach.
I'll see what I can find.
Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The Supernals arrived by boat. Search there first.
What do you know about Lady... I can't say it.
It's mostly guesswork, but informed guesswork. I had an aunt who briefly joined the Supernal Dreamers, so I heard the rhetoric. When Adema showed up, her talk about achieving one's dreams immediately made me suspicious.
Yeah, that would make me suspicious too. Big red flag. How did your son not see that? How did she win Josne's affections?
Alchemy. She gives him potions that put him into dreaming sleep, then visits his dreams, seduces him. The worst of it is, he's been betrothed to a good woman, Sister Sophia, a spirit warden. Adema made Hosni drop her. Poor girl.
Hey, we just met her not too long ago. That's unfortunate.
Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The Supernals arrived by boat. Search there first.
Alright. We go get us some evidence. You know, I feel sorry for our main character. He is being treated as such the errand boy. Right, like all he does is do fetch quests and like solve everybody's problems. And my man's over here just soulless. He doesn't have a soul, so you know it's kind of like, what about him? Does he not get a say? Like, also, the one thing I don't like about RPGs, which is funny because I play a lot of them, is all the like mundane fetching quests that you kind of get. Because, and I'll go into it why I don't like them, is some of them just feel like so much of a waste of time, right? And what I mean by that is like, okay, you're the main character, you're the hero, right? And it's like, cool. Hey man, we have this war going on, but we need you to go, like, over here to grab a piece of paper to bring to this dude, to bring to this dude, to come back to me.
Did you manage to find any evidence that will help exonerate
you
Jose?
have nobody else that can do this. Like, nobody. Like, in this moment, it made sense, right? Like, the king's like, oh, the dream shard got stolen. Go to this place. We have a suspicion that he's, you know, has it. So it's like, okay, we're doing some undercovers investigation. Cool. But some of these also just feel like, go fetch. I found these letters.
Mara's heart. This is exactly what we needed. With this in hand, my husband and I can escape this place and go to seek help. I have one final favor to ask.
What is it?
I've been thinking about the Dream Shard and what I know about the Vermina cult. Hosni spends long periods asleep these days. I think Adema is using the relic to control Hosni through his dreams.
Do you know how to free him?
Adema's been giving my son potions. If you can figure out which one puts him into dreaming sleep and take some yourself, I think you'll be able to enter his dreams as she does. Talk to Hosni's bard, Disdain. He's in on all Hosni's secrets.
Alright, I'll find out what the bard knows.
There must be some way to get through to Hosni.
Where can I find him?
He often plays in the courtyard garden. Disdain's a maggot, but he's close with Hosni. He's smart and he's no coward, so watch yourself.
Got it. 16. Woohoo, we're almost done. I say almost,
An undead
but
werewolf took over Camelot. An undead werewolf? How does that even work?
come here, you bard, you. You're gonna sing us a song.
What is it?
If you want me to play something for you, you'll just have to wait your turn.
I don't like waiting my turn. I'll wager you can tell me about Count Hosein's sleeping potions.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure
Take
you
a
do.
walk.
A bar needs a patron. If I'm going to save Count Hosein from her, I need to know what you know.
I've seen Hosni worship at a shrine to Vermina, and then take a sleeping brew. So check the shrine. The rest is on you.
Not good enough. I can't decide whether to break your lute or your fingers. Tell me more.
I think you're trying to intimidate me. Here's a Bardley riddle. If what's right is wrong, then what's left is right. And that's all you'll get from me.
I hate riddles. I'm so bad about them. If what right is wrong, then what left is right. Nope. My brain does not compute.
Well?
Does not compute. Nope. Not one bit. Because by that logic, if what is right is wrong, and what is left is right. Alright, so if right is wrong, but left is right, so right? No. Good thing this doesn't hit that bad. Oh, come on. Let me pick up the potion. Let's try this again. I'm so happy that, like, even if you do get one wrong, like, it's just a riddle, so. If you're wrong about it, then you're wrong, but.
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell you what you need to know.
Am I dreaming then as well?
Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the omen of blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the omen and slay it.
How can I kill the omen if this is only a dream?
That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vermina's omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever, and my son will be free.
Goodbye.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
Oh, we're getting.
At one time, there was a spark between Sophia and I, but
her
she doesn't hold a candle to you.
Corrupting him.
There is another woman. You can't compare to her.
That's
It's over.
Oh, Hosni. How can you be so cruel?
You know what's interesting is it's a sister, and by like our own thing, like sisters aren't supposed to get married. So this is a, excuse me. Nobody was talking to you. Oh, so I need to refill my soul gems. I mean, I have a crap ton, yes, but...
Do you seek death? You found it.
I don't think I found crap. I found something I'm gonna slay really fast. Yippee.
I failed you.
Oh, she had the dream shard. Yippee! We got the dream shard. We saved this dude. What's his name?
My betrothed lies dead before me, but all I can feel is relief.
You were controlled by one of Veramina's omen spirits?
I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection of myself committed mad crimes of blood. I killed so many, I threatened my own parents. Righting the wrongs I did here will take years, but thanks to you, I can at least start.
Yippee!
I have to repair the damage I've done. The first thing I'll do is order my guards to drive the supernal dreamers from our shore. Then I'll send for my parents.
Do you need help?
You have more urgent work to do. The dream shard must be returned to Abadurak at Pariah Abbey. I sense that Vermina's not yet done with Stormhaven. The spirit wardens will need the shard to oppose her.
I'll take care of it. Back to... I want to say we just go back to the abbot.
Where's yours?
Or we leave this gate. I'm confused.
What is it?
Yeah, we do. We'll just pay for it. All that's really left is hopefully... So, we'll give them the shard. And then we'll let King Emmerich know. And I don't know what else would be a part of the zone quest. So, we'll see. I mean, we've hit where I wanted to hit. We're at 17 out of 24, so we're pretty close to the end. Hello, Abbot.
It's you.
I have the dream shard.
As I had foreseen, it is gratifying to have one's foresights proven true. Well done.
What should we do now?
You should have the honor of returning the dream shard to its place on Azora's statue. Please see that it is properly returned. Then we can talk about what comes after.
Goodbye.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the abbot's faith in you was
The statue
well
is
placed.
talking to us.
I will watch you more closely from now on.
I'm still surprised they allow Daedric presence like this.
You have triumphed. The threat of Hosnia Torah's Midnight Union is quelled, and we can return to watching and warding.
What of Veramina, and are we free of her schemes?
Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this.
Dream about more dream shards? Okay, man.
Power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight. Returning the dream shard to its rightful place is no small victory. but Vermina attacks on several fronts. I kept this quiet, but Azura warned me. There is another omen.
Another omen in Sorehaven? Crazy.
Yes, Menevia is secure, but Vermina's dark influence now seeps into the eastern
Kai,
region
all
of
you're
Gotham.
telling me to do is dream about more skill
Azura's
points.
shrine there has been desecrated. It's the supernal dreamers again. I'm sure of it.
Then we should go there and stop them.
I'm glad you're in this with me. We must stop the dreamers, and if there is another omen, we must destroy it. I leave now for Shinji's Scarp and Gavadan. I want you there too. But first, I need you to warn High King Emmerich.
Another omen. So, once we warn the king, I'm not paying that. Listen, I'll spend a few hundred gold to fast travel. I'm not paying like 700 though. Like, no. In this place, nuh-uh. Speaking of dreams, no, I do not. I do not dream. Well, let me rephrase that. If I do dream, I do not remember the dream, but I never feel like I dream, so no, I've never done that, Kai. Like I said, I feel like I never dream. But from what I hear, that's probably why I can get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep and then be good, which isn't healthy by any means, but no. Oh, I bet it is trippy too.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon.
The Dream Shard has been returned to the Abbey, Your Majesty.
Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durock made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone?
Yes, but Abby believes there's another omen. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word.
In Gavadan? Why couldn't it be in Morrowind
Gavadan?
or somewhere else across the continent? Gods, we already have enough trouble in Gavadan. General Gardran says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated.
Abby asked me to join him in Gavadan.
Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Gavadan, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised. Gardran didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell.
Should I seek him out then?
Yes. Ernell was fighting with Gardran, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Gavadan.
Then I will go speak with him. You are 100% right, Kai. People do need 7 to 8 hours. And the long run of it being bad is we age about 10 years.
This is all I ever do.
I would say my memory is pretty good. But yes, you are right. People do need 7 to 8. It's been found out that people who, like me, where they're like, oh, I feel good off of 4 or 5 hours. One of the biggest detriments is we're not hitting REM cycle nearly enough, so our bodies aren't getting the full rest cycle that it should be. And what that, like, kind of the bad effects of that are, is we typically it basically add 10 years to your age, like, give or take. Like, it shows in our faces and our bodies, stuff like that.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show.
What kind of show?
Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him.
Keen
Nothing
Emmert.
more than that.
Keen Emmert said you just returned from no.
Sure enough. I was acting liaison to General Godrin out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Godrin suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am.
Was anyone having nightmares in there?
Not that I know of. General Godrin's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Godrin is acting a little strange, though.
Stranger in what way?
It's not my place to question the general. But he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Gavadon.
Alright. We're at 18 out of 24, so we're pretty close to being done. Let's do some researching first. Yeah, these are all things I don't know what I'm holding on to them for. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember. Try to find one that has a duplicate so we can decrease inventory a little bit further. If we can't find one, we'll just take one. It's not a big deal. So the reason I don't take the ones in my bank are simply because my crafting's not high enough and I want to obtain the materials from them. That's all that is I want to get mainly the upgrading materials from them. Yep, there's one. Yippee! So we are going to call a stream once I'm done here. Give me a sec.
Hear ye, hear ye. The king has called for a day of mourning following the death
Alright.
of Duchess Lacana.
This is where we're going to call it. We're pretty close to done with this area, which is positive. There's no stream for the weekend because we would just continue this on the weekend. It would be Saturday and Sunday, but I'm out of town this week, so it will be Monday. Same time. I don't know about my afternoon stream still. I'm waiting to hear back from the guy I'm helping out with laying concrete, so that might be not happening tonight either. Which that would just be Monster Hunter. No. But with that said, thank you all for coming out and joining me on this lovely morning or afternoon, depending on your time zone. I appreciate it. I had fun. We actually did a lot of the main story, or zone story quest. We didn't get sidetracked all that much, which is a big positive. We will raid into somebody else playing ESO. We just gotta find somebody. But I do appreciate you all stopping by. Like I said, Monster Hunter might happen, it might not. But we will see. Dang it. I thought I found somebody, but I made a mistake.
Hear ye, hear ye. The Iron Hand ogres have been driven back to Shinji Scarp, but General Godrin warns they remain a serious
Alright, I think
all
they're doing PvP, so if you're into PvP, here's a good look. I'm not big on it, so I don't worry about it too much. I do some, but you know, let's see what they're about. So thank you all for coming in again. I appreciate it. If nothing else, I'll see you tomorrow morning for... Why? Hold on, something's not working correctly. Yeah. No, come on, behave. Alright, let's try this one more time. I think that person just went offline. Because I'm not finding them in the... Okay. Well, we got drops, murder, and shenanigans, so that's interesting. Whoa. And it looks like it's PvP as well, so. What do you mean I already have a ratings? Oh. I don't know what's going on anymore. But. Alright. Have a good day. And peace. I'm out. Thanks for stopping by.